Fearful Symmetry podcast would like to have a word with you. You see, our listening audience has skyrocketed, and that's terrific. But we feel a responsibility to share with our listeners and our potential advertisers a little something about our values. I'm sure you've noticed the tendency for incredibly popular podcasts to feature commercials from just the worst companies in the world. And while these toxic and deceitful commercials befoul our society and drive us to despair, these big podcasters don't seem to care. Do you know why? Because they're getting their money, and that's all they care about. Well, here at Fearful Symmetry, we have something called principles. We have ethics, and we are not afraid of putting them out there. So if you're one of those fossil fuel, pesticide-ridden junk food corporations, you better listen up, and you better listen up good. Because whatever soul-sapping monstrosities that you make and distribute and deem most profitable, we can help you sell it. If the price is right, there is nothing we won't do. Fearful Symmetry podcast stands in awe and admiration before each and every business corporation and capitalistic entity. We will say whatever you want. We will grovel and debase ourselves in the service of your crappy product. You see, we want your money, and we want all the nice things that we can get with your money. And as for you listeners, you'll be fine. You'll learn to love it like you always do, like the lovable, gullible sheep that you truly are. So thanks for listening. And now, let's move on to the show.
Here or anywhere else, unless you can make some decisions of your own.
Yes. And that's what can happen when you don't learn self-reliance.
Mr. Carson, are you trying to tell me that I'm not self-reliant?
Why, Alan, I didn't say anything about you. But I find it often helps to paint that picture for students like you who come to me complaining that they don't feel they're accomplishing much. A little dose of self-reliance can do wonders. Any one of us could use a bit more than we have.
All right, Mr. Carson, I think I understand. Just how do you become self-reliant?
Oh, you want a quick, easy formula, huh? I'm afraid there isn't any.
Welcome to Fearful Symmetry.
Listen to me. I am working. I told you this. I cannot waste time. I do not care about your news. I cannot be burdened with your so-called information because I am working. Because I am one deeply engaged in my work and I cannot be disturbed. When I'm working, I must be left alone. When I'm working, there must be zero interruptions. You have no idea the complexity of my labors. You cannot conceive the rigors and depths that I'm contending with. The amount of work before me is immense. The amount of work before me staggers the imagination, and I alone must get it all done. Do you have any idea what it means to work like this? Of course you don't. Only I know. But I do it. I go on. And why do I go on? I go on for the world. I go on for all humanity. But what do? You come to the door and you interrupt and you intrude and you obliterate, and now all that I had assembled before me is gone. The rare and exquisite flame that I had called forth has been extinguished. And when you storm in here blabbering about, what was it this time? Jimmy. That Jimmy was hit by a car. When you come in to tell me about this Jimmy hit by a car, what can I do? Can I uncar Jimmy? No. Can I make it all not happen? No, I cannot. So all right, later or tomorrow, I will visit Jimmy at the hospital, okay? Yes, I know he's in intensive care. Yes, I will go to this intensive care later or tomorrow, or perhaps the day after tomorrow, and I will ask to see our injured son, Jimmy. All right? Are you satisfied? What? What are you saying? Your continued questions baffle me. Your disturbance is endless. Can you not grasp that if you don't leave me time to complete my work, I cannot and will not be able to make any of these Jimmy visits? No, I do not know when I will be finished. This is madness. You simply cannot comprehend. You are drawn to that which is common. You are suited to the mundane, the banal, the trifling. That is who you are, and that is fine. That is fine for you. But I am called to higher dimensions. I am working on subjects of profound import, and when you interrupt me, what am I not doing? I said, when you interrupt me, what am I not doing? That's right. I am not working, and now I have to waste my time, which is immensely valuable, explaining matters to you that you should already know. No, of course not. No, it doesn't matter if they amputate his leg. This makes no difference to my work situation. I cannot understand you. He has another leg, does he not? Of course he does. He is 9 years old. That is a resilient age. It is my work that is vulnerable to decay and delay. You must rein in this obsession of yours with insignificant miscellanea. Now close the door on your way out so I can finally return to the crucial work that is before me. T.O.C. T.O.C. You've heard about it. You've read about it. Could it be true? Oh, yes, it's true. And we've got it. We've got the tears of children just for you. T.O.C. will make your skin glow. T.O.C. will cut years off your age. T.O.C. will give you sweet, sweet cellular renewal. It's incredible. These are authentic tears of children, painlessly extracted from young weeping eyes. Easy to use. Just apply T.O.C. to any wrinkles or patches of dry skin, or just drink T.O.C. down like nectar. You'll never look better, you'll never look younger, and you'll never feel more alive. Tears of Children, available at the Fearful Symmetry gift shop. But supplies are limited, and this item will go quickly. So let's see here. I've got 5 of the pickles in a pouch. 1, 2, 4, 9 bags of the Oink Oink Salty Salt Pig Fry pork rinds. Then I've got a dozen of the Jumbo Extra Creamy Peppermint Ho-Hos. 2 for $1. Then let's make it 2 dozen. And throw in one of those Snicker bars over there. Yeah, the big one, the 4-pounder. Perfect. And give me 3 orders of your nachos with the pumped cheesy cheese sauce. I always see it by the register here, and it looks tasty. Oh, that does look good. That's a lot of cheesy cheese sauce. Yeah, that looks good. And can you spread a little more of the double murder triple burn sauce over the nachos? That's it. Nice. And I guess I'll wash everything down with one of those raspberry mango Mega Java rocket explosions. Yeah, the 96-ounce one. You know what? Just go ahead and make it the 200-ouncer. It's a good deal. And I'm kind of parched. And that should do it. Do I just tap my card here? Yeah, I got it. Oh. It's asking me about leaving a tip. Listen, I should tell you something. Money is incredibly tight for me right now. I'm out of work. And I've got 4 small children at home. But I'm going to give you a $500 tip right now because I like the cut of your jib. No, the pleasure is all mine. And don't bother about the double bagging. I'm just going to eat everything here. Yeah, I'll just stand in the corner over there near the mops and the plastic gloves and just enjoy my snack there. I'll just enjoy it all there.
Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. But with sound self-confidence, you can succeed. A sense of inferiority and inadequacy interferes with the attainment of your hopes. But self-confidence leads to self-realization and successful achievement. It is appalling to realize the number of pathetic people who are hampered and made miserable by the malady called the inferiority complex. But you need not suffer from this trouble. When proper steps are taken, it can be overcome. You can develop creative faith in yourself, faith that is justified. After speaking to a convention of businessmen in a city auditorium, I was on the stage greeting people when a man approached me and with a peculiar intensity of manner asked, "May I talk with you about a matter of desperate importance to me?" I asked him to remain till the other.
So I'm late, like always. Still wet from my shower, t-shirt inside out, one shoe on, the other off, hunched over behind the wheel, zooming through side streets, gotta evade the lights, hit the campus, snag a parking spot, and now I'm hoofing it to class. Head down, breathing hard, hurtling forward, thinking every time I've gotta get my ass out of the house sooner, just again and again. What am I even doing today? Wait, do we have another critique, or is that next week? Is next week today? I'd say it's a typical morning for me, but really, it's already afternoon. I happen to be teaching that class that I'm headed toward, and while my students at the university probably could not care less if I came in late and confused, it's still, a bad look. So the idea here, the goal, the ruse, is to enter the classroom with a commanding sense of purpose. But that goal is looking elusive on this day as I barrel down the sidewalk toward class in my bubble of anxiety. And it's then that I happen to glimpse out of the corner of my eye a vaguely unpleasant sight. Now my brain puts the image on a kind of delay, so it's a few seconds later that I even process what I saw, or what I think I saw, which is some kind of dead thing maybe, mouse, squirrel, dead, maybe moving, whatever. I don't have time for this shit. I look up and I see my building 50 yards away. I'll just swing around these people, cross the intersection, run to the back entrance, and casually step into the classroom. But I don't move. I just stand there. And I'm not sure what I feel. I should not be stopping, but I'm just standing there, frozen. And then I think, fuck it. So I'll be late. And I go back to where I saw whatever it was that I didn't quite see. And so I return to that same place on the sidewalk. It's situated next to a long strip of shrubbery that rims a parking lot, and there I see on the ground, amid the dirt and trash under the bushes, what is clearly a dying rat. It's on its back, engulfed by what seems like death, spasms. There's a dreadful and pathetic gyrating of its limbs. It's fighting to stay alive, or it's racked with pain. I don't know. It's terrible just to watch. And then a foot or two to the left, I see another rat. This one motionless, dead. I figure maybe they've been poisoned, probably from one of the nearby restaurants, but who knows? So one's dead, the other's dying. It's all just bloody awful. And I'm standing there before this spectacle of misery, gazing transfixed at this struggling, tortured rat, when I hear myself quietly saying, "Poor thing." Now, it's been a couple of years since I first noticed that I had started to say this "poor thing" phrase, completely involuntarily, whenever I've come across some creature suffering or dead. And I know it sounds vaguely ridiculous, as if I'm someone's grandma or a character out of Dickens or something. I've got no idea when it started, no idea where it came from. It surprises me every time it escapes my lips. Poor thing. Of course, there's nothing that I can do for the rat. I can't help it. No one can help it. It's dying, and it will soon be dead. There's nothing anyone can do about that. But you can't just walk by something like that as if it means nothing, right? As if the animal means nothing, right? Anyhow, here's a point where I take off, race over to my class, make up some bullshit about being super late, and more or less get on with my daily existence. Only I get this feeling like I should do more for the rats, like I should take a photo or something. Now I ask you, how messed up is that? Take a photo or something? A photo? What kind of deranged asshole wants to take a photo of a dying, suffering rat? But I feel like I gotta do it. So I take out my phone, open up the camera, and I start shooting my poisoned rat photographs. Wide shot, close up, side angle, two-shot. I'm taking an extensive array of images of this crime scene, this rat diorama. And when I'm done, okay, I feel like now I can leave. I feel like I'm good. But you know what? As soon as I take a step to go, I start thinking, well, maybe video would have been better. And like, yeah, obviously video is better. I should just use video. So I turn around, put my phone camera in video mode, and I start filming my writhing rat. And then I slowly pan over to the motionless rat, and I pause, and then I make an elegant pan back to the living, or rather, dying rat. I'm being super methodical. I've shot documentaries before, and you gotta be methodical. And when I'm finished shooting all this rat video, I feel satisfied. I feel like now I've got it. Finally, I can go. But what the hell? What is this? I'm looking at the video, and I see that I've mistakenly shot everything in a vertical format. A vertical format? That's not gonna work. You can't shoot a video in a vertical format. So there's absolutely no choice. I have to do it all again. And I do. I switch the phone camera to the proper wide format, and I carefully, painstakingly, obsessively reproduce each and every video that I shot before. And I had a few more photographs for good measure. And then, I finally leave. And I do eventually get around to arriving at my class, which turns out to be as unimportant and forgettable an event as you might have imagined.
So anyhow, it's like I was obsessed, Paul. All this happened some 6 months ago, but it's still playing in my mind, like it's playing in my mind all the time.
I understand, Bob. You want forgiveness for killing the rats.
No, Paul. I told you I didn't kill the rats. I just recorded images of the rats, all right?
Recorded images.
Right. And now the thing is, I never looked at those pictures again, right? I never even had the slightest desire to see those images again.
Right.
Which is like this mystery, because at the time, I could not explain my psychotic compulsion to take all these photos and videos, why it seemed somehow important that day.
Troubled by psychotic impulses.
I wasn't even sure why I stopped in the first place. Though now, okay, it's pretty obvious that it's something about death, helplessness, vulnerability. In the last few years, I've noticed that I've been thinking a lot more about mortality, about dying.
I've written a book on death, Bob, that you might find healing. It's called Paul Clarion's Big Book on Death.
Yeah, maybe. It's just, I'm thinking all the time about the injustice of the universe, the suffering of others, the suffering of myself, the corruption of the body. It's all so fucking exhausting.
I understand.
And it feels so impossible to consider, so I try to place it out of my mind, but it always finds its way back. I can't shake it.
I see.
I can't disconnect from the constellation of the living, which is a constellation of the dying, which is somehow a million billion manifestations of my own sorry self, full of stars and full of shit, opening and closing, forging and festering, the endless wonderment, always shadowed by confusion and sunk by the deadening wave of time. And there's nothing I can do about any of that. So yeah, maybe maybe it's not a mystery who I was looking at when I watched that lonely, wretched, miserable, dying rat. Poor thing.
I hear you, Bob. You want total expiation of your sins.
No, it's not about sin, for fuck's sake. It's about, I don't know. You're talking total expiation?
That's right, Bob. Washing away 100% of all your sins.
All right.
In the name of the sacred waters, your sins have been washed away. You need suffer no more guilt over all the rats you've killed, Bob.
Okay. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Bob, for your story, however depressing and violent. And now, cosmonauts, we close the portal on today's communion. We love, we care, we forgive. Let us wash away the past and live in the ever-flowing now.
There's a ghost in my one-bedroom apartment, and he always leaves the refrigerator open. He's never done looking for something to eat. Even when it's empty, I can still hear his feet moving. He's always moving, always moving. He's always moving. He's never quiet, but I don't mind it. I could use the company to give me a goddamn raise. I've been there for 30-some years. I've given blood, sweat, and gallons of my tears. What's a man gotta do to put food on the table? I gotta wake up and go to work for as long as I'm able, and I can't remember how long I've been unstable.
You've been listening to Poor Thing, a production of Fearful Symmetry, written, performed, and produced by Bob Paris. Music from Blind Buddy Burton and his Hammond organ, Joint CB Laboratory, Maxco Music, Montplaisir, Universe Field, and Holisna CC0. Instructional excerpts from Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking. For more information about this program and the endless dilemma of dead and dying rats, please go to fearfulsymmetry.org.